Hello, welcome to another episode of Off the Pitch. I'm Killen, your host and referee, and today I'm joined by, and I'll probably go by looks,
Ooh.
George Chelsea and Cully
Nice.
Man United.
Well,
Probably
Poor
we,
Kelly.
hot
we look
topic,
terrible at the moment.
hot topic for this week is Man United shambles.
Just
Should
like
they
me
even
in the badge there.
should they even be there where they are? Will Ten Hag get fired, all that. And I probably want to start off with Crystal
Hopefully
Palace,
not.
a 4-0. They rained on you. They
Oh,
absolutely
well,
battered you. And was it Man United being really crap, or were Palace just playing really well?
both.
Palace, good quality. Go on, you go, Kelly. There.
Both. Palace played well. United have been shambolic. You've got pace like that, and then against you, you've got 230 plus 35 and 33 or whatever in centre half. You put one defensive midfielder in front of them, who's hardly ever played on his own there. It's you're asking for trouble. And generally, it just sums up all the disconnection. I'll go back to the thing that I think we've said it in the past, right? With other teams, you can see patterns. United play like they've just met each other. That's the thing. And he was Ten Hag's meant to come in and play the Ajax way of football, and then he said, "I can't do it with these players." In season 2, he said, "I can't do it with these players." He didn't say it last season, so the excuses are starting now, and that's a problem for me, right? I've been Ten Hag in all the time, but it's just some of the post-match interviews, they've been so disconnected to reality. I don't know
Are you
what to make
changing?
of.
Are you going Ten Hag out or not?
I'm about 5 Hag in at the moment. 5 Hag
But
out.
surely he's got to stay for the FA Cup final.
No. Oh, without
It's
a
too
shadow.
late for that now. Yeah, he's got
No,
to.
Yeah.
without a shadow. But wouldn't it be just something like Mourinho, like he turns up for one game, right? Against Guardiola? I mean, the story would be amazing. I mean, it'd be incredible. However, he has to stay in for the FA Cup final. We're not going to win it. I can't see us laying a glove on City. But then the decision is, do we keep him next year? And you mentioned the rain, and we look at Old Trafford, and it's almost like
It's Old Trafford is crumbling. There was a
Everything
waterfall.
well,
is
it's
falling
almost
There was a
like
apart.
waterfall.
for Ratcliffe, it's almost like the gods were on Ratcliffe's side, right? The team's atrocious, the stadium's falling apart. Ratcliffe's just come in, and he can turn around to the fans and say, "Look what I got to do. Look at everything. This is going to take time." So I think it's actually
Yeah,
good for the owners to say, "Look, we've got so many priorities. You got to be patient." So I think for the owners, I'm not saying it's good news. Obviously, it's going to cost money, but I don't think it does them any harm. Yes, we know it needs to be fixed, or we need a new Trafford or whatever, blah blah blah. Um, but
But
it's
Uh,
the
do you
team
think?
itself is disconnected. That's all I can say. But he's bought a
Do you
lot of
think
young
Ten
players,
Hag's gone or not? I think he's
right?
gone.
but who would you have in replace him? Moyes is available.
Behave yourself. Behave
I
yourself.
think there's three. I think there's Tuchel. I think there's Southgate, unfortunately for you guys, which I think would be terrible. And I think there's De Zerbi. And maybe even Potter, so maybe four. I think they're the four that I could see going there. Really.
Amarin, they're throwing in. I don't know enough about him.
He
I'll
said
be
he's
honest.
staying at. He said he's staying at
Okay,
Sporting.
so out of those, there's only one guy, Tuchel, because no
Yeah,
matter what you think of him, no matter how much trouble he causes, the guy wins trophies.
he's a man. He is a hell of a manager. They were unlucky to go out against Real. They see that goal right at the end. They blew up.
How can you?
Like the one time they put the flag up on time and he's onside. It's like criminal.
And but then it's not even the guy with the flag's fault; it's a referee for blowing.
No. He shouldn't have flagged. They only flag if they're certain. They're certain. If they're not completely sure, they delay it and put it up after. But he just put it straight up, so the ref blows immediately.
I wonder if it was just instinct, right? Instinct just kicked in at that moment, and he apologized. You know what? I know he'll probably get slammed for it, but well done to him for apologizing. I know it doesn't help the situation.
Yeah.
The guy put his hands up and he said, "Look,
apologizing in the moment, not
in the moment.
2 weeks later." Yeah.
In
the moment, apology.
Well done for him for owning it. Like, credit to him, and that's some honest refereeing. But yeah, United are just shouting. We've got look. We need centre off.
I need to know what needs to change.
Centre off. We need a left back because
need a right. I know right back's all right.
Luke Shaw can't be relied on. We've got Dalot right back. I think he's
need a CDM.
Brilliant.
Need a centre midfielder.
We need somebody next to
Mainu. You're going through everyone.
They need a player in every position, bar maybe right back. I'd say the goalkeeper is fucking terrible as well.
I'm fine with the goalkeeper. I'm fine. Yeah, he makes mistakes.
No, he's not.
No. Yeah, I'm fine. Look, we've made a decision. We've made a decision. Let's stick with him. So we've got him. I think on the left hand side we're fine. Garnacho, right? On the right hand side we've got Diallo, Anthony. Now Anthony, obviously, I'm not a fan at all. So we probably need doubling up there. They need some competition. You
need a proper player there. Then you need to sell Anthony.
If Rashford goes, we need 2 strikers. Bruno's the only one, I think.
But there's rumours he might even go.
Yeah, there's rumours he might go, and so we're looking at. This isn't going to happen. You see, this is a problem now. This is the problem with getting rid of Ten Hag. With Ten Hag, we've got all this to do. Without Ten Hag, that guy will come in and have even more players because he won't like some of the young players or whatever. So,
who do you build around?
Bruno.
Who do you keep? But Bruno. Give me your core that you would keep. The core players that you would keep.
Onana, Martinez, Dalot. Casemiro's going to stay. He has to because of the contract.
You can't build
but he has to. No, but he has to.
He treads water every time he's on the pitch. He's woeful.
If he's with another DM, he's fine. But you've got take him out for this conversation. Mainu, right?
Yeah.
Who's going to be a future captain of United, no doubt. Bruno is got to be the guy. Højlund up front, but you need somebody more experienced with Højlund. It's just unfair on Højlund.
They're like Jackson at Chelsea. They need a more senior head.
If you think about it, Højlund's got 14, 15 goals first season. That's a good return. That's a decent return. But because
he doesn't get the service either.
He doesn't get the service at all.
No.
But you talk about all these players, right? And last summer, Ten Hag spent £167 million last summer. £167.
He spent what? Was it 65 mil or was it 80 mil on Casemiro? Surely, and he's on like 350 grand a week.
Casemiro last season we finished top 4 because of him.
Half the season he was good. He was. You could tell towards the back end he wasn't. He wasn't.
But
Ten Hag's talent ID stinks. Anthony, how can you decide? Oh, that's my man. 100 mil on him. Go get me him. Like how he's been his manager for what was it? 3 years.
Well, when I was in Dam and watching him, he had, and I'm watching Ajax. He'd always have these flashy moments, right? And that's why watching him there, you could see a bit of Nani type of style, like that trickery, and he was doing so
Brazilian style.
But he's just ended up being like he's not even a poor man's Nani at the moment. He's done nothing. You know what he's ended up being?
He's not a poor man's Dan James.
No, you know what he's ended up being? He's not even a poor man's Martial at the moment. That's how bad he's been.
Right. He's genuinely he can't beat him, man. He's got two right feet because he's left-footed. He's slow. He spins in circles for no apparent reason. Absolutely lost. He's bad defensively. Like He's useless. And we've got useless players, but he is terrible.
I think you know, when you're all flash and you try to be flash and brass and all that, you got to back it up, right? You've got to back it up, and he just can't. He just can't deliver. You can't be all that flashy stuff. You know, it used to be back in the day. The players with the coloured boots were meant to be the flash ones, right? Otherwise, everyone wore black boots. And like now, this guy thinks he's on that level when he's nowhere near it. He's nowhere near some of these guys across Europe and the
That's
Champions
it. We are done now. Thank you very much, sir.
Desperate to carry on.
What it sounds like is it needs a whole rehaul. But
it's just awful. Let's just end this season. Let's get it over and done with.
Thank you very much, guys.